like you, on his way up, attractive.
In other words, you mean why Lou instead of some of the groupies or something?
Yeah,
right?
you could have your pick.
You know, that's probably the whole thing. Those girls out there, they're just too easy. I mean, they treat you like you're some kind of god or something. And I mean it. I mean, you could be the biggest jerk in the world, and they'd still fall all over you.
Tough life.
No, it is. Nobody wants to be treated like an object. That's how it feels. You know, it's more like what you are instead of who you are.
So let me ask you something. What makes you think Lou isn't just as impressed by what you are as those other teeny boppers?
Well, if that's true, then she just hides it better than most.
Are you saying this is the start of a different kind of friendship?
Friendship. She's a good friend. She's a sweet kid, too.
Frisco, there you are.
Hey.
Hey, Blackie. I'll be with you in a second.
All right. You were out late last night, huh?
I thought we weren't keeping tabs on each other.
All right, all right. I need you to do me a favor. Take a look at this song, see what you think, huh?
You finished it, huh?
Just about. I don't know about the lyrics. Tell me what you think about it.
All right. Is this it?
Yeah. How you like them?
Listen, I tell you, man, there's not enough here to like.
What's she there?
Aha! There he goes again, using the phone on company time. One more time, Mr. Andrews, just one more time, and you will find yourself without a job.
What is this?
He told me down at the site where I could find you.
Oh?
Important phone call?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I was speaking with a very dear friend of mine from the old country, Alexei. Alexei's in town with the ballet, and it seems that he sprained his finger twirling the prima ballerina in the air, and he wants me to take a look at it. What are you laughing at?
Sprained his...
Yeah.
Alexei?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, didn't I ever mention Alexei to you? Yeah, oh, Alexei's tall, and he's gray, thin, about 130 pounds, married to this big woman named Alexis who weighs about 250.
Alexei and Alexis?
And let's not forget their daughter, Alexandra, and their son, Alexander.
No, you're putting me on.
Oh, would I do that to you?
Well, that must have been some phone call there.
Now, would you really like to know who that was I was talking to?
Yes, I could be interested.
That was the university. It is all set. I've got the date and the time of my next pre-med final.
Oh, Grant, that's wonderful.
You better believe it is. With every exam that I take and pass, I get that much closer to getting my MD back.
Grant, I have never, ever seen you so determined.
Oh, hell, I'm just getting started. You watch me go, darling.
I will. What?
Want some coffee?
Oh, I thought I heard your car. This is the most perfect timing.
I had to get out of that place. They were all going to drive me crazy in there.
I'd ask if you had a tough day, but I
You know, it's
think
incredible.
I already know.
Why can't criminals work the same way as normal people and take a day off every now and again?
Well, of course, if your caseload is too big,
No,
I
I'm not asking for any help.
All right, then, we'll play, just the two of us. How does a nice long walk sound?
Considering that the forecast says snow, I think it's a bad idea.
Well, we'll stay in, then.
Well, I got work to do on the computer.
How about poker? We could stay and play poker, maybe even better, strip poker. How does that sound?
Holly, love, I've got work to do. That's the reason I came home. I want to play with the computer.
Oh. I'll get it. Hello? Yeah, yes, he's right here. Mr. Amisted?
This is Scorpio.
I'm glad I caught you, Commissioner. The strangest thing has happened, and I'm not sure what to do about it. At first, my reaction was to forget it. But now I'm not so sure.
Well, perhaps if you explain the situation.
Oh, of course. It concerns Dr. Campbell.
What about it?
Well, this may sound strange to you, but I'm beginning to think he's disappeared. I just got another call from Dr. Tremaine in London.
The head of Putnam Sanitarium.
Yes, he's been trying to track down Dr. Campbell for several days now, and he hasn't had any luck. He's tried all of Campbell's colleagues in this country.
Well, why the alarm?
Well, apparently psychiatrists always keep in touch, like physicians, you know?
Well, maybe Campbell's having himself a high old time in New York.
Tremaine seems to think that Campbell's unavailability is highly irregular.
Then I guess it's not for me to take this lightly.
Oh, are you?
I'd be tempted.
Well, I wouldn't if I were you. I mean, Campbell's due back and Tremaine's highly concerned. And I'm passing this on to you for what it's worth.
What is all your interest in this, Mr. Amisted?
Well, there was something in Tremaine's voice. He sounded, well, as if he were expecting bad news of some sort.
London's a long way away. Maybe it was the connection.
Well, I know his voice, Commissioner. The man is alarmed.
All right. Well, I'll look into it. If Campbell took any form of public transportation, I should be able to track it.
You can reach me here if you find anything. I'm at my office.
All right. Give me an hour or two and I'll get back to you.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Don't mention it. Did you pick up on any of that?
Enough to know that someone is missing.
Dr. Hilary Campbell, Grant Putnam's psychiatrist.
How missing is missing?
Well, enough to worry his boss back in London. I think I better give Putnam a call. If Campbell told anybody anything, it would have been him.
He's at the Port Charles Hotel, isn't he?
I believe so.
I guess this means that the rest of your afternoon is going to be tied up.
Looks that way.
What I would give just to have one afternoon alone with you.
Hello? Yes, I'd like to speak to Grant Putnam, please.
Hello. Yes, Commissioner. Your house today? Well, I had planned on doing some research. I see. No, that will be fine. I'll be over in about an hour. Yes. Goodbye. Is this a New York City Police Department? Yes, sir, I would like to make a complaint. You heard me, a complaint. There's been a bum, a derelict who's been hanging around LaGuardia Airport now, and he's accosted me twice. Today and the day before. I called previously to complain, and the officer said the man's name was Eddie, and he hangs around there all the time. Well, obviously nothing has been done about it because he's back there again today. Wait a second, you just hold on. I'm not through. It's about time the cops in this city stopped writing traffic tickets and started protecting the decent citizens who pay your salaries. All right, you look into it, but I promise you this. If I see him there again tomorrow, I will call and I will file a formal complaint. Yes, a formal complaint. You have a good day, too. So, are you between appointments, or what?
No, actually, I came by on the slim hope that I might be able to entice you to get out of work early today.
Wait a second. Aren't you swamped with work yourself?
No, I'm at a complete standstill. Actually, Avalon Spas is going very slowly right now, what with the cold weather and all. Grant,
yes.
If I don't go out and have some fun, I'm going to burst.
Well, that's what weekends are for.
I don't think I can wait that long.
I've still got work here I've got to do.
Oh, Grant, we've got to get out of this place right now. Tell them you're sick. Better yet, tell them I'm sick, which isn't entirely a lie, because I feel so restless. I must be feverish here. Feel.
Feel?
Yeah.
Oh, let me see. This side's fine. This side. 98.6.
Feels like 102.
No, I'm sorry.
Grant, please, can we get out of here, even if it's just to go home and go to bed? Which might be just exactly what I need.
It is tempting.
That's the idea.
But I have got to get this work finished here.
Stick in the mud?
Yep.
Well, I can tell that I'm just talking to a brick wall. Okay, how about something a little later then? Maybe a nice, intimate dinner in front of the fire. music, dancing, an evening for just the two of us. Why are you looking at me like that?
Because this old stick in the mud really should go to the library after work. Celia, there are some books that I've got to get into right away if I'm going to be ready for that final.
You can't start tomorrow?
I'm only going to get one shot at this, and I'm not going to blow it. I've got to take advantage of every spare minute I can find.
Just me and a bowl of popcorn in front of the TV.
Well, unless you would like to join me for a quick bite at Kelly's before I hit the books. I realize that's not much, but it's the best I can do.
Better take you up on it then, huh?
Come on. You know that if I had a choice, I would always choose you.
I know. It's just that I wish that...
Things could be the way they were before.
We can get them back again, can't we, Grant?
Can we? You just wait, darling. You are going to wake up someday, and everything that's happened is going to seem like nothing but a bad dream.
Promise?
I promise. I love you, darling. And I promise you that that is one thing that will never, ever change.
Oh, I love you too, Grant.
If I stick around here any longer, you're going to start charging me rent. How much I owe you?
It's been taken care of.
Do what?
Your benefactor there, while your back was turned, he picked up the tab.
Okay. I'm going to head over to Peter's, practice with him and Gary for a while. Here. Thanks anyway.
No, don't worry about it. It's on me. Take it back.
Why the treat?
Take it, take this little bribe.
For what?
I need your help.
Huh. Just ask. What do you need?
Well, I want you to go over the song for me on your little guitar there. Pull it out, and I want you to just go down the chords and everything. They're right here. Maybe it'll help me write these words better. I don't know. I'm having a little bit of trouble. Maybe if I can hear the melody, you know, it's easier. Something will click in my head. I don't know.
Well, we'll see.
Starts an A, there goes a G. Do a little lick right there if you want. It doesn't matter. I just want to get the words going.
With the bass on there?
Yeah. Why'd you stop?
This beat is nowhere.
Well, Frisco, it's just a start.
Yeah,
I
but
just...
where are you heading? I mean, what have you got here, you know?
Well, I don't know yet. That's why I'm having you play it.
Well, look, what are you doing wasting both of our time, you know?
Frisco, who writes the songs around here?
Well, not you, obviously.
Hey.
Listen, take my advice, okay? Finish the tune first. No wonder you can't find the lyrics.
Well, there's other ways of writing songs, Frisco.
Yeah, this ain't it, man. Sorry.
Hey, when do you get off on telling me how to write music, huh?
You invited me.
Yeah, well, you're uninvited, okay? Don't do me no more favors, huh?
Oh, hi.
Hi. What a day.
Well, darling, please don't get too comfortable. It's not over yet. Actually, I laid out your blue pinstripe suit. Now, if you will just pick a tie for me, something conservative, not too loud, it'll be perfect for tonight.
Sounds like we're going out.
No, dear, we're staying in. Lee and Gail are coming over for a nice, relaxing dinner. But you can do me a favor. Now, if you'll do me just a little bitty favor by going downstairs, there's a kiss for you, getting me some flowers. Try to make this place look a little bit more homey. Maybe some yellow roses. How about that?
You know, there's some pretty artificial plastic gladiolas up by the elevator.
Don't wreck this one for me, please. Let's just have a nice, relaxing evening. I'll do something drastic.
Promise?
Okay, I promise. Need your coat?
No, it's just downstairs.
Okay, hurry back. Okay. Oh, this looks terrible. Okay. Oh, what did he forget? Honey, what did...
Mrs. Phillips, Mr. Phillips gave me your phone and room number in case of an emergency. I'm one of his cases.
Oh, I'm very sorry, but Mr. Phillips isn't in right now.
I see. Could I wait, possibly? You see, he's been helping me with my problems down on the waterfront. Brian's a good guy, and when this trouble came up, I knew he's the only one who could help.
Well, honey, I'm very sorry about your problems, but Mr. Phillips, I don't know how long he'll be gone. He's out on another matter.
Do you know where I could reach him?
Yes, in his office, possibly tomorrow morning.
That'd be too late.
Well, I'm sorry about how late it is, but Mr. Phillips is tied up all evening.
I see.
Well, what you can do is leave your name down at the desk, and I'm sure Brian will call you tomorrow.
Could I maybe leave it with you?
I'm sorry. I hate to rush you, but I have my water running in the shower. I have a dinner party. Please excuse me. Oh, what an evening. What next?
Please have a seat. I won't keep you too long. You mentioned on the phone something about research.
Yes, for my med school entrance exams. I've got an awful lot of catching up to do.
I can imagine.
Robert and I were just saying the other day how interesting it is that yours and Grant Andrews' lives are moving along in a parallel fashion.
There's one big difference. He'll be finishing his education, and I'm just starting mine.
Yes, he had all those years in England, didn't he?
We both did, Mr. Scorpio. Now, tell me, is this why you called me over here, to discuss the other grant?
No, it's another matter altogether.
I'll get us some coffee.
Thanks, love.
She's welcome to stay.
Well, I felt that you may have been more comfortable. I had a call from your friend, Mr. Amisted, from New York. He'd been contacted by Dr. Tremaine, regarding the whereabouts of Dr. Campbell.
Yes, Henry called me also. All I could tell him was that Dr. Campbell had left for New York.
When?
A couple or 3 days ago.
Have you heard from him since?
Not a word.
I see. Well, do you find that strange in any way? Maybe out of the ordinary?
Not really. He's working on a book, and I assume he just needed a few moments of privacy. You do know, I assume, that I'm going to be one of his important chapters in that book.
No, I didn't.
We had some rather lengthy discussions on it.
So you'll be expecting to hear from him again?
Yeah, I'm sure I will. If not during the editing process, then sometime afterwards. He promised that he would autograph a copy for me.
I see. Maybe you'll be in for a cut of the profits, as you're one of the main reasons that will sell the book.
No spotlight for me. Thank you very much. Anything that Dr. Campbell makes off the book, I owe him. If it weren't for that man, I'd still be number 402 back at Rockmore.
Anyone interested in coffee?
Oh, thank you very much. I'd better pass. I've got those books waiting for me.
Well, that's quite all right. We'll be in touch. And good luck on your exams.
Thank you very much, sir. Mrs. Scorpio, a pleasure. Thank you.
Did you catch any of that dialogue between Putnam and me?
I couldn't help it. It's not difficult from the kitchen.
So what do you think? Is it possible for a man like Campbell to just evaporate into thin air?
As a matter of fact, I haven't thought about it.
Really? I thought your overactive little imagination would be going crazy at the thought of another mystery, which is what could be the case here.
I know. But this time it was different. I couldn't get past being spooked by that man's incredible resemblance to our Grant.
You can't force art, Blackie. You gotta let it come naturally.
What am I supposed to do in the meantime?
Think of business. Did you get those contracts back yet?
No, my manager's taking care of the contracts. I gotta put my mind towards the creative aspect of my career. The writing.
Uh-huh. It's not a good idea to let those things go too long.
It's all right. That's in my reach. All I have to do is ask for it.
Okay, your show.
Yeah.
As long as you're comfortable with it.
I'm very comfortable. Now, what do you think about this Firefly line? You think it's very romantic?
I don't know. You tell me. You're the writer.
Hey, stranger, how are you?
Hi, I'm all right. Give me some tea, please, Rose. I'm waiting for Grant, but he won't be here for quite a while.
Okay.
Well, hello.
Hello.
I certainly wasn't expecting to find you here.
Well, everybody drops by Kelly's at one time or another.
Well, then I guess there's no telling who you're going to run into, huh?
No.
You know, this really is wonderful, Celia. Would you allow me to buy you a cup of coffee?
Why not?
Help yourselves to any table. Bye.
Thank you.
Thanks, Rose. So, I didn't know you knew about this place, Grant.
Oh, are you kidding? Everybody knows about Kelly's. Isn't this the hottest spot on the waterfront?
Well, yes, for gossip, at the very least. So what brings you down here?
Oh, I was on my way back from a meeting with Commissioner Scorpio. They still haven't found any trace of Dr. Campbell, I'm afraid I was not much help.
I thought Dr. Campbell was called out of town on some emergency.
So did I, but apparently they're not too sure. Would you mind if I paid you a compliment?
Anytime.
You are every bit as young and beautiful as I remember you. I mean it. You haven't changed in the least. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's all right. It just feels a little strange.
For both of us. Though I am finally beginning to understand myself a little bit better, putting things in perspective. Celia, I realize that I can never have you again. But I also know that I can always admire you.
Thank you. I think I'll always admire you, too.
You've already confirmed that he's taking the plane from Port Charleston, New York. What are you doing now?
Seeing if he's on any outgoing manifests.
To London, for instance.
Doesn't show. Not London, or anywhere else for that matter.
You sure?
Not by airplane.
But that still leaves buses and trains.
Doesn't figure. I mean, you take a flight somewhere, you get off the plane and you stay, you get back on it again and you come back.
So you think he's still in New York?
That's my guess.
Well, it's a big city. If he wanted to get lost there, he could.
Question is, why would he?
Not knowing him, I have no idea.
I mean, I can understand somebody going to New York. I mean, business, 1,000 other reasons.
But you're wondering why he hasn't called anybody.
I'm wondering why everyone is so concerned about him.
Well, what are you going to do? If you call the NYPD, they'll just laugh at you.
Not Ellingsby.
Who's he?
He's a buddy of mine from the WSB. Works for the NYPD now. Has done for about a year. Tom Ellingsby, please. Robert Scorpio.
Must be nice having friends in all the right places.
Comes in very handy. Tom? Yes, Scorpio. Yeah, how are you? Yeah, I can imagine. Listen, mate, this won't take a second. I got a problem here. I'm trying to trace someone. A guy called Dr. Hilary Campbell left New York a couple of days ago and no one's heard anything. Yeah. Thank you. He's going to run up through the computer. They have computers, you know.
Should hope so.
He's doing just a general routine on the name. What? Of course I'm here. Don't brag. I know it was quick. No kidding. Yeah? What about a follow-up? Nothing, eh? Okay. Yeah, I'd appreciate that. Thanks, Tom.
Well?
They got a panic call from a Dr. Hilary Campbell at the airport. Said he was being mugged. When they got there, the phone was off the hook. Campbell was missing.
Foul play, huh?
Looks that way.
What are you going to do?
Only thing I can do. Pursue it.
Can I help?
Hmm? Oh, yeah. Give me some more coffee.
That's it?
A little easier on the cream.
You're welcome.